What a lovely day!
Yeah. Well, I'm testing my sound. See how it works. I'm on my extension arm, as you can tell. And beautiful day outside today. On my normal run. Just got done with 2 miles. And I've taken the covering I had on my GoPro off. I don't know what was causing my sound problem. I don't know if I still have a sound problem. But that cover was supposed to help block the wind sound. So I don't know if this is going to sound any better or worse. I'm expecting it's going to sound better. So I'll have to go look at the little silicone case that I use to cover this camera for sound. I've also applied a 16 ND filter on this to see how well it works outside in a bright sunny day, because it is a bright sunny day. Now we'll see how that works. I'm gonna start running here in about 2 seconds. So we will see how well this works with all these parts put together. I've got a jogger gal coming here any second. So we'll see how she does. I don't know. But I had to get a cute gal. Can you say morning? Boop. So yeah, I don't know. I don't understand the whole Twilight Zone thing, man. I really don't. I mean, putting in the cows, putting in the exercise. I don't know. I don't think I'm eating a lot of extra. So I would have thought it would be going down. Bodies are weird, man. Alright, gonna jog up to my half-mile mark. I'm gonna start walking again. And then I'm gonna talk about exercising inside versus exercising outside. Which I know I've talked about before. But I want to get through this clip and then we'll talk more when I get up there. So that's my lap pace right there. Half mile walk back. So this is something when you're exercising outside, if you're gonna go for a walk, or you're gonna go for a run, you have to know where you're going or how far you want to go in total, because if you just start out and you say, I want to go for a mile total in your head, and you walk out a mile, well, guess what? You gotta walk back. Forget that sometimes. You start something, you go, oh, I want to do X. So you do X. Then you forget. Oh. Bleepity blap blap bleep. I gotta go back. So you exert yourself so much that you might not make it back. I remember there was a time when I was going to commute to the office. This was my great idea way back in the day. I'm going to get exercise and I'm going to commute to the office on a bicycle. That's right, a bicycle. And you know, it's only 9-10 miles from my house to my office. So I thought, oh, I can do that. Not a problem. Well, I started this venture in the summertime, where here, where I live, in the summertime, it can get to 110 degrees Fahrenheit. But hey, I didn't really think about that. So I hop on the old bicycle and I head to the office. Well, heading to the office is not a big deal because it's mostly downhill. So I got to the office, you know, no problem. I mean, yeah, I had some spots where I was exerting myself, but it really wasn't that bad. But on the way home, was mostly uphill, and the last part of getting home is a very steep uphill. And I remember I got to a certain spot and I couldn't do anymore. I had to stop, and I had to call someone. I said, please bring the big car, come pick me up, because I couldn't make it. I just couldn't make it. I ran out of energy. It was too hot, and I just couldn't do it. Just could not do it. So that was a great learning lesson for me, to understand limits. What can you do? And yeah, it's good to push your limits sometimes. That's how you grow. You know, it's just like starting out walking. You start out walking and to say, I can only go from here to the end of the block and back. To start. One is greater than none. But then the next time you say, oh, I can go block and a half and back, or I can go 2 blocks, and you do that for a while, and trust me, your body's going to want you to push it a little bit more. I mean, once you start doing something over and over again, it becomes easier to do. You're going to want to do it again and do more. It just, your body drives you to do it. It really does. At least that's what I found. So that's one thing about being outside. You've got to understand where you're going and what it takes to get there. Versus if you're inside, if you're in a gym, you've got to set up at your own house. Then take these out. When you're at home or in a gym, if you got a treadmill or a bike or something like that, you know, it's so much easier to hit the tree, to just stop. It really is. So it's kind of good and bad. I mean, you can really push yourself and not have to worry about getting back to where you started from. I mean, you can push and then just stop. The other part, or the problem with that is, you can say you're gonna push yourself, but then you know it's so easy to stop that, I'm just gonna stop. Whereas if I'm here and I say I'm gonna go to the end of this block, the only way you're getting home is to go back another block. So there is that. So, you know, another benefit of being outside is just, I mean, yeah, it's a little overcasty today, but something to be said about getting the sun hitting on you. It feels so good. And if you're lucky enough to be near a beach or a body of water, man, there's nothing like running on the beach, the ocean, breeze hitting you. Yeah, it's great. It's great. Or running by a lake. Just something about being out in nature that is just inspiring. Being in a gym, though, has its benefits too. There's a social aspect to other people in the gym. Now that can be good or bad, depending on your personality. And you might have a fear of being around other people and worrying about what they think. What are they going to think about me being in their gym? Well, it's not their gym, right? So that's something in your own head that you got to work through and get past that. You really do. I mean, gyms can be great. They have all the equipment. Usually they have a lot of good equipment that you can use. I mean, I know when I travel, I used to travel a lot for work. A lot. And in the wintertime, I would use the gym from the hotel. That was great. But when the weather was nice, I would go out. Didn't think about this, but I would go out and run in the streets. Don't know if it was safe to do that. Didn't even cross my mind typically, but yeah, I would do that. When I traveled to Dubai, I ran around the streets, up and down this canal they had. That was great. Early morning, there was nobody out. It was great. Washington, D.C., I ran all around the Capitol and stuff. That was great. So just stuff to think about. Here I am at the end of my 3 miles. And so I'm going to cut this video short here. It's not short, it's almost 15 minutes. But I think I'll make this my second video of the day. The sun's going to come back out from those clouds. It's going to be a beautiful day again. So thanks for joining me. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.
That's all, folks.